Okay, so as you may have seen in some of the other videos, you've seen the impact or how we're able to communicate some of this project risk intelligence information up to the executives, right? Part of that information is driven by sensitivity analysis by exclusion, right? We've covered that in another segment as well. So the question is, well, how do I get that insight? Where does all that information come from? Well, it comes from Safran Risk Integrated Risk Register, right? And so what do we mean by that? Well, unlike some of the other tools that are in the market, what we've purposely done is combine all of the uncertainty and the risk modeling into the risk register. It is a completely integrated risk register. There's no add-ons, there's no other places to go, no places to get lost. It's all here in the risk register. It's a fundamentally different approach, right? There's no longer uncertainty on the activities and the schedule, right? We've introduced something which we believe is far more powerful, which is the ability to capture the uncertainty and multiple levels of uncertainty in the risk register. Model those alongside of the risk events, right? So there's no more concern about, did I capture this risk? Did I model that as uncertainty, or did I pull that out of the uncertainty and model that as a risk event? I've seen too many project teams struggle with that and get lost and not really have the confidence in their assessment the way they've built up the model. So what we've done here is brought it all into one. So what does that look like? Well, you can see here in the example, I've got three, in the simple example, I've got three versions of uncertainty kind of laid out, low, medium, and high, which is kind of the way many project teams assess that. I'm not limited to just three. I can do as many as I want, right? What I've done here is just kind of illustrate a way you can get started with a low, medium, and high uncertainty ranges. So you can see here, we've described them. We've got a probability. We've marked it as 100%, right? So in that case, it's going to happen for every time we do an analysis, every iteration, we're going to apply this factor, this uncertainty factor. And that's really kind of how we reference them, is that they're risk factors, right? So this is just kind of a generic uncertainty, but I could have labor productivity. I could have a factor for based on region, based on weather, based on contractor code. A variety of different factors could be applied across the project and actually to the same activity. So what's much more powerful about this is that whereas I've traditionally been limited to just one 3-point estimate per activity, here I can break down that 3-point estimate into what are the factors that make up that estimate, right? So you've got general estimate uncertainty because it may be new work. I've got some labor productivity uncertainty because I'm not sure of the quality of the labor, right? And then I've got maybe potentially some contractor uncertainty because it's the first time he's done that type of work, right? It's new work or it's a larger project than what he's done before. So rather than just having to put one range on that activity, I can now apply 3 different factors. And later on, we'll see in the analysis the benefit of that because I've got keen insight into the individual impact of each one of those uncertainty factors, right? So how do I model an uncertainty factor?